Welcome, welcome to another EBX discussion. My soldiers and soldierettes, salute. Another beautiful day. And if you alive and breathing, we are back to fight another day. And let's get to the honors. I honor my ancestors, or our ancestors, my brothers and sisters, and those that transition in our family that we held dear. May they rest in peace and in power. And I place that gold over us, that our families, all of our families, prosper, and everything we touch turn to gold. And brothers and sisters, how are we living out here? Are we having good things, some good things come in our life amongst all this crazy crap out here? Well, we're going to talk about ways to bend things to our will, to create good things in our lives. That's what we're here to do. We're gonna talk about creating good things in our lives. And we're gonna talk about ways of not giving up and standing firm and manifest good karma. We're gonna talk about ways to manifest good karma, because we talk about karma a lot. So we're going to talk about good karma. We're going to focus, always focus on the positive. So we're going to talk about ways of creating good things in our lives. And one does have a heart, as most of us righteous brothers and sisters out here. Teach soldier and soldierette, salute, reach your teacher. Most of us that have been through traumatic or dramatic or crazy things in our lives, we are some of the most powerful brothers and sisters out here. Not always just the ones just speaking, just those in general that have been through things. And we have become powerfully wise in our success state, in our mind. And one thing that develops in the learning and accepting that power that we get from our great divine Mother Nature, the universe, we feel things. We become empaths. Because no matter what I do, the things I say, the mistakes I might make, one thing that great divine gives all of us great teachers, brothers and sisters that mean well, is that when you hurt, I hurt. It's always say, I wish I had a magic wand and I can just wave it over everybody's life and just make it better. That's the type of thoughts that a lot of us empaths have. And it's so many things that we want to do that's in our spirit, and it will manifest. We have to bend things to our will, step into our power with no fear. Remember, folks, always got to remind us, it's never about being tough. It's never about being no gangster. It's never about being hard. It's about being what, folks? Being true to oneself. Because when you are honestly and truly, fearlessly true to oneself, a lot of things will fall right in place. And those that have lived this know what I'm talking about. Because when you get, the more serious you go, the deeper you go down that rabbit hole, the more powerful you will become. Within, of course. And things on the outside, you will become so analytical. And that great force, that greater Mother Nature, that higher power will send the most beautiful things in our spirit. And a lot of good things will come to us. A lot of good things will be happening. Sometimes we don't even know, especially when you're just drowning in positivity and doing right things. And the more right things you search for, the more initiative you take, the more action you give, the more righteous things you do, the more things that you will become as a brother or a sister, that you will start being able to handle and endure, the more power that great divine will send you, give you, plenish you with, and give you abundance of thoughts when we are listening. When we got when we got our pineal gland open and receiving and taking in those great things, so we can give it back out to those that are connected to us, our loved ones, and just anybody in general that want to grow. Because what's the one thing that all of us teachers are real like-minded teachers, and not even teachers, just those like-minded in general. What do we always say, folks? What you put out is what? And you fill in the blank, you already know. So that's what leads me to manifest good karma. Don't always focus so much on the negative karma. Let's create some good karma. And even when we're not around individuals, if we see someone that got hurt maybe on the TV or news or YouTube, have a heart for those. Take that moment and say to yourself, I hope that individual, whether it's brother or sister, even if you don't even know them, just say it to yourself. Because remember, the divine is always listening. And those that listen to that divine are usually the most intelligent. So I'm saying that to say, when you see an individual get hurt, if you don't know them, whether it's on TV or social media, in life in general, like if you passing by somebody got in an accident, if you feel bad and you're on the way to work and you can't stop and help, this is what one does. Say to yourself, I hope that individual's okay, and I hope the great creator make their life as easy as it can with their situation. That's what I do every time I see someone that's hurting or getting hurt or have been hurt or have lost a loved one. I always say these things to myself, because remember, folks, it's all about energy. Study law of attraction, study gravity. So these little things that we do to ourselves that we don't show to the world, remember, folks, the divine sees it, and that divine will glorify it. But you'll never know when that divine will glorify your thoughts, because remember, folks, that greater force, that higher power, Mother Nature, moves in magical ways. Remember, we have to be on that divine time, not our time, not man's time. And study, two things I always like to say, study on this walk. Well, three things. One, know thyself, of course. Two, study impulses. Three, listen to that higher force within when you're by yourself. That's when you'll get those things to manifest. And that's how we manifest that good karma. We say those power thoughts to those, we send out that power of positivity to those that are hurting, that don't even know we're doing it. That's when your power will get manifested. That's when your good karma will get manifested. Because when you truly hurt, when you see another individual hurt, that divine will send that good karma your way. And you don't have to be paranoid and look for the negative, because brothers and sisters, when you lose yourself in righteousness and you ain't taking no shit and you ain't letting nothing stop you for standing for the standing for the fucking truth, that great force will block anything that try to come your way and just plow right through it. Because the more righteous brothers and sisters that are out here and lifting and raising, because remember, folks, that higher force, that greater supreme being, knew that we would stand up, that there would be those that would be fearless. But we can't be afraid, because what's the one thing that the devil, and really the devil uses the same tactic over and over again. If you are waking, I'm sure you will know this, that the one tactic that the devil loves to use is the power of illusion. The devil is about illusions. That greater higher force is about reality, principles, and making you hit rock bottom so you can see the real you. Because a lot of times that's the only way we do get to the thick of the matter, is hitting rock bottom of our thoughts. But it's unfortunate that some brothers and sisters never bounce back from that rock bottom. Some stay for a little while, some stay forever. And that's why I say, when you hurt, I hurt. Because a lot of us, as I always use myself as an example, a lot of us have been in that low, no place. It's a very fucked up, strange place to be. So that's why it's important, brothers and sisters, to take in as much good information as we can. We do everything we can to make our mind healthy and our body. Because sometimes, and not all of us, sometimes, like let's say those that work out, which is nothing wrong with working out and stuff like that. But don't forget about exercising your mind also. Because think about individuals that took their mind to links that they never thought they could. I'm always use these two individuals as an example. Let's go with Bruce Lee and Malcolm X. And there's many others before them, but we're going to use these two as an example. Think about these two individuals. Think about how their mind was. What made them tap in to their super higher self? Because they took the initiative. They were determined to manifest good karma. But guess what? Not just in themselves. They wanted to touch the world, and they did. So that's just an example right there. When you give yourself over to that divine and let that force work through you, many things will manifest. Things that you didn't even know you had inside you will manifest. But guess what, folks? You got to take that time. You got to go deeper into things, and it will lead you into to mastering your higher self. But it depends on how much time you give it, how long it takes for you to manifest good karma. Because if you stay within good karma, there'll be no place for bad karma. And guess what? The next gift is those that are connected to you will benefit from your righteous good karma that we have manifested. And I've learned that with my son. I've spent time with my son yesterday. We went out to eat. We hung out. I did a video on here. You're more than welcome to check it out. And that entitled it, my son, Lord Lamont. His name is Aaron, but his rap name is Lord Lamont. And we just talked about hip hop and the way of the world. So you're more than welcome to check it out. It's on my channel. And I'll be doing more things like that, getting more active, volunteering at the school. I do that too. And it's getting real, folks. And I remember when I first started out doing this, it was real from the heart, but I'm way more active than I was when I first began this walk. And I want to say I thank those teachers that I have learned from that really played a vital part in my walk and where I'm standing right now, as well as my family and friends and others that have helped me along the way. Remember, folks, never forget those that helped us along the way. And like my son said on the video we did, Hip Hop World, reflection is a great part of meditation. Because what I always say, folks, in my book that I'll reiterate when I get a chance, called Unlocking the Vault. And if you'd like to, you can go on my channel and check that out. There's 3 parts. And we extract the needed tools of the past. Only the tools, none of the drama. We take the good, something I learned from a teacher, and leave the bad. And that's another vital way of manifesting good karma. So that's what we focus on, folks. And again, I'm going to go back. Whenever you see an individual that's hurting, even if you don't know them, you see them on the news, take that moment, whether they had somebody pass, any negative situation that you see someone having, and it's sad. And, just right there, give them a little positive energy. Just speak to that great creator, that divine, and place positive energy over their life. Whether you pass them by accident, do this. Little things like this. When you give a homeless person money, don't worry about what they're doing with it. It's for you. It's for you, doing it for the divine. These are ways we create good karma in our lives, brothers and sisters. We have to pay attention to things like this. That's why that greater creator doesn't want us distracted, because we can't see blessings and we're not able to study karma so we can manifest good karma. So these are ways, just my own philosophy. But if you know law of attraction, you know what I'm talking about. So, but you can't be afraid of the unknown. You have to go out of the so-called regular, what they say, what we always say, is an old saying, don't be of the world or not in it. It's a beautiful thing. You have to go there, try it. And I'm telling you, it's a guarantee. So like I said, whenever you see little situations that's hurtful, just stop for a minute and send that individual, whether it's brother or sister, give them love and say it to yourself and speak to that divine. Say, I hope their life get better. And I hope that great divine comes in and gives them a solution to their challenge, whatever it is. And this is how we create. This is how we manifest good karma, brothers and sisters. So that's my thought. That's my real thought, my positive thought. And always keep that family in our heart, no matter what, wherever we are. Because remember, folks, I think I'm going to start saying this a lot. When you keep that family spirit, it keeps you from being selfish. And it keeps you open for those that want to vibe with you. And that's what it's about, all of us vibing and making our spirits, our vibration, man, it's so freaking strong that it's impossible to be penetrated. So have a unpenetratable spirit, which I know a lot of my brothers and sisters have, and keep on manifesting that great, good, righteous karma. And remember, folks, I mean this from the heart. When you hurt, I hurt. So that's my thought, my real thought, my positive thought. And I give honor to your family, my family. And I give honor to my children, their mothers, reachers and teachers, brothers and sisters all over the world. May you have peace in your part of the world, wherever you are right now. One.